Good morning, everyone. About 4 days ago, I saw a live program schedule from Dr. Damage's program from his YouTube channel. So the live program was about the interview he was going to have with Simon Ekpa, which he had, that was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So the interview section was awesome. I think I was able to listen to about an hour of the interview. Now, there is something that got me interested in the interview. During the live section, one of the Nigerian soldier X came live and he was asking Simon Ekpa some important question like what the Biafrans or the southeastern Nigeria, what they're agitating for is all about good governance, how to have a good country. What about if they change Nigerian constitution and everybody now come to have a working system? Would you drop the Biafra agitation? Take a listen to the epic response.
Want a better Nigeria. Now what I want to ask you is this, Simon. If today we have a better system of government, are you hearing me? A better system of government that is taking care of both the welfare of the people and the security of the people across the country, are you going to change your mind about Biafra? Because the problem in the country, let me just finish, because the problem in the country today is just bad governance. If we have a better system of governance that make institutions to work at local government level, where the basics, amenities, basic services are provided to the people, education, healthcare, affordable foodstuff, good living condition, where all those basics are provided, and at the center, people are well represented across the country, so that nobody will talk of marginalization. Are you going to change your mind about Biafra?
No.
Why? Because Biafra is looking for a better government.
Yeah, let me explain to you. Because,
okay.
this thing you are saying is not possible under Nigeria structure. Even if you bring, are you a Christian or Muslim?
I'm a Christian.
Even if you bring Jesus Christ to come and govern Nigeria, he can never change anything. Because even Jesus Christ was born, he was crucified and killed by people. Now, Nigeria was not structured to provide these things and this leadership we are talking about. And that is the problem of many of you, because if you understand the problem of Nigeria, you will be in the forefront like Sunday Igbo fighting for the liberation of Yoruba people. But because you do not understand that, that's why you are here to tell me if this work, if this happen, if this, where are you going to start?
Okay, let me just answer you. Because me, I have gone too far. I have seen a lot in the country, and I have been trained to the highest level of administration in the country as a retired senior army officer. I looked at the problem of the country, and I decided to come up with a new constitution for Nigeria. I don't know if you can see a copy here. I came up with a constitution that takes care of all the tribes, all the all the groups in Nigeria.
Please, if you are going to ever go visit Southeast, don't have your ID card though.
If what?
Don't ever go to Southeast with your ID card if you are in Nigeria army.
No, I know there's problem in the Southeast now. We are trying to.
I'm just advising you as person.
I understand you. We are trying to solve problems now. You know one thing, Simon. When we got independence, we had problem in Nigeria when we were running parliamentary system. And how did the problem happen? The problem happened in the western part of the country. Today, if any group or any region decide to secede from Nigeria, and you don't have the right system of government, the same problem we are facing in Nigeria today, we will face it in any of the regions.
Okay, so you believe the problem of Nigeria is in the constitution?
Of course, that's why I have to write the new constitution.
But that is not true.
Let me explain.
Adeni, we have less than 10 minutes, and there are 3 more people left. So
let me address him, because his argument is based on the constitution that he claimed that once he presents this constitution, Nigeria will work. Now let me address him. The problem of Nigeria is not constitution. And when I listen to people talking about 1999 constitution as a problem, I just laugh at them. The 1999 constitution has a provision where they recognize a lot of rights. So have they respected that? There are provisions for Nigerians that are protected under this constitution of 1999. Have they respected that?
That's what I'm saying. Now there are a lot of loopholes.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Why are you bringing another constitution when they have not respected the one they have?
That's what I'm saying. If the one that bringing is respected and it is practiced, it will cater for all the regions.
That's what I'm telling you. Let them respect what they have first, which they have not respected. So what do you think?
That one cannot work. I'm not in support of 1999 constitution. It has a lot of.
But it is working to some extent. It is working on this exclusive.
No, working for to the airlines. The airlines exploiting. They are exploiting the loopholes to do things for their benefit.
That's what I'm saying. That if
if you and I, yes, if you and I together now fight the loopholes, are able to block those loopholes and come with the right condition for the country will move on. Because if you go Biafra now and I go Oduduwa, and at the end of the day we don't have the right constitution for our various group, we will still be fighting each other.
No,
you understand me?
That is the point, because the Nigeria problem is not in the constitution. It's an ideological. Listen, let me tell you now. It's a historical, ideological, and a religious problem. So, and this cannot be solved under the current mentality that Nigeria has for many decades. It's a historic problem. So, as you are now as a military personnel, you know how you serve Nigeria, and then you compare it to the people in your status that are from the northern Nigeria. Which rank did you attain before you retired?
I think it was a colonel, but each one.
Okay, let's say it was a colonel. Now I will ask him. Did he think that if he is from the northern Nigeria and have probably the kind of education he has acquired under Nigerian military, he will retire as a colonel? It's a question.
Yeah. You see, if there are a lot of things happening.
Just yes, it is possible, or no, it is not possible. As you are now a Yoruba man, you serve and retire as a colonel. And before retirement, you have acquired a lot of education through the training. I'm asking you now, you are from northern Nigeria. Would you retire with your experience and education? Would you retire as a colonel?
Of course, there are a lot of people of my status.
You are not
that are even left as lieutenant colonel, that are even left as majors. You see, let us not bring sentiment to this thing.
But that is the problem.
Yes, you know, there are some people from my side too that left as major general. My colleagues too.
You have not answered my question. My question is.
I've answered you. I said the standard after you have reached the rank of colonel, it is politics now this time around and law.
But that is
not that. Yes.
And you know that it is the something in the educational system that is what we call the quota system in Nigeria. So how do you address that? And how do you think that the northern Nigeria are going to agree to the quota system? Now, the president is from your own tribe, and they are trying to bring a tax bill. Do you know the people that are rejecting the tax bill? There is no single governor from the southern Nigeria. Only the northern Nigeria governors have rejected the bill, and they have dropped it. So how do you fix a system like that? You see, it is no point wasting your time, your resources, your energy, and your life trying to save a failing marriage. And this marriage is not even a willing marriage. It was a marriage that was forced by the balance of the gun. So now we are saying we are not ready to try again. And we are ready to bring everything down. As you are looking at me, I am ready to burn down Nigeria for the interest and the life of my people. And if I have the opportunity today, I will order the burning down from Marcel Rock, because that's where the killings of my people are being planned. I will bring it down. And the luck they have is that I don't have a nuclear weapon or a ballistic missile yet. But if I have it, I will start from Marcel Rock, because that is where the terrorism against my people are being planned. Once Marcel Rock is down, everybody will rest. I will begin to discuss the peace.
All right, Denny, we'll get another chance to have this conversation.
So that was a little bit a heated argument between the Nigerian soldier and Simon Ekpa. Now, what I want to say in this situation is this. It is important people understand that what we have in Nigeria is a system error. Yeah, it's a system error. Even though you change the constitution time without number, of which I believe that changing the constitution depends on what you are going to change it to. Are you changing the constitution to allow people to conduct a referendum? Are you changing the constitution to allow, people to return to regional government or, have the control of their security forces, control their resources? What are you changing the constitution to? That matters a lot. And however, there is a totally system error, and this system needs to be dismantled. That is my own opinion. I believe that changing of the constitution is very nice, it's very good, it's a good thing. But I don't think that changing of the constitution will be able to address the long requesting dissolution of this entity called Nigeria. Now, the Northern Elders yesterday, if you watch the video I posted yesterday evening, the Northern Elders Forum are now saying that Nigeria is expired. And this is the same thing Nnamdi Kanu have been saying time without number, that Nigeria expired in 2014, according to amalgamation official documents that says that Nigeria can build a country from the amalgamation, or after 100 years, they can come together and said, we don't want to stay together. So have we come together to say that, no, we are not going to come together. We are not going to be a country in Indongo. We are going to become one country. We have not done that because of selfish interest and benefit that people are benefiting from this criminal, things and illegal system that we are seeing. People don't like to see the truth. So many things in Nigeria is not working. Yesterday, I was also watching Femi Falana on Chinese television when he was, complaining bitterly and citing the constitutional provision. Why someone like Wiki and some executive branch of the government should not be buying cars and building houses for the judiciary. The judiciary is an independent tier of government. We have the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. So I wonder how, the executive will be prognosing buying cars for the legislatures, doing all sort of things. It's totally compromised. That is why they manipulate justice system and do so many things. Well, from these angles and from all indication, I think I can categorically state that this system is not going to work again. We need to separate, return to the way we were before the amalgamation, and the power of the people must prevail. The freedom of the people is their inherent right. Every group of people in a nation, in a race, have the right to form their own country. Let me know what you think on the comment section. I am Okocha Marcel, a political blogger that talks reality out of issues. Have a nice day.